Well, good morning, West Ham. I'm persevering with it. Russ and the West Ham Network. Hope you're safe and well. If you're new around here, give it a like, give it a comment, give it a share, give us some feedback. It's all good. We love it when you take the time, if it's positive or negative. You've taken the time, to watch the video, so thank you, but also to comment. And I love it. I love the comments. Check that if you do like what we're doing, because obviously a lot of people watch us, but not everyone subscribes. So check if you want to subscribe. Check the button down there if you think you already subscribed, because sometimes YouTubers do this weird thing at the moment where sometimes it unsubscribes you from channels if you sort of haven't interacted with them recently. And then you press it. So down there's a little button. If it's red, you're not subscribed. If you hit it like this little video does, it goes grey. And then you subscribe, and if you hit the bell notification and select all, you don't miss anything we've got coming up. And we have got some cracking interviews and content coming up in the next few weeks. Don't want you to miss any of it. Very exciting. Rusty Beads, Anton's excited. When it's a good interview, when I say to Anton, I've got this guy coming on next week, and he's like, I'm there, I'm coming, and I'm going to get my brother to watch it as well. So there's some good ones. Rusty B's pulled out some rabbits out of hats. So make sure you check out that content going through the next few weeks. Obviously, we've got the international break. It's finished now, thank God. We've got another one in October. We've got another one in November. But don't worry, West Ham Network, we're going to be there to see you through. Take us by the hand and let us guide you through the international breaks coming up. We've got plenty of games coming up before then. I think we've got 5 before the end of September, including Carabao Cup, Europa League, and Premier League games. And obviously, on Saturday, we play Manchester City. Now, City are having a little bit of a injury crisis, or maybe I'm just clutching at straws, peeps, to be honest. And they've got several players who might not feature in the game on Saturday. Let's start with the main one, Kevin De Bruyne. We know Kevin De Bruyne is not going to feature. He's not going to feature in any games until next year. In all honesty, I think his return date is like the beginning of January or mid-January, and then it's AFCON, and then we've got the 2-week winter break. So even your fantasy football league, I don't think you're putting me in until February at least. That was a thigh injury. They've had a lot of thigh injuries at Manchester City for some reason. But yeah, he's going to be out for several months, as you know, so he won't feature. That's one down. Another player who probably won't feature would be Kovacic, the signing from Chelsea in the summer. Again, he had a lower back injury, of which he had an MRI scan earlier this week, and it gave him a return date for around 10 days, 2 weeks, something like that. So you will hopefully not see him either. So that's 2 down. Still another, million to go. One player who you may see back is Jack Grealish. He's suffering from a thigh injury, which kept him out of basically involvement with England, to be fair. His potential return date is the game on Saturday, but he's rated at 50% in terms of the Premier League injuries.com if he's returning to full fitness. Whether they're risking for that with so many games coming up, because they'll have their Champions League games and they'll have also the Carabao Cup games and stuff. They might be maybe one game too much, maybe. Please, clutching at straws, maybe. But then they probably play Jeremy Doku as well. We taught new and we played him against Rennes in the pre-season friendly. Another player who probably more likely than Grealish will be Josh Stone. Josh Stone. She's a singer. Yeah, can we play Josh Stone? Are you digging on me? Yeah, just play her instead of John Stones. It'd be better. John Stones, again, another thigh injury. Back in early just before the winter, the international break, he was sort of on the peripherals of being back from that injury. He's currently being assessed in terms of whether he'll be fit for the game on Saturday. I think he will be. It's about a 75% chance of playing, but there's still a chance, 1 in 4, that he might not play. But I think he will make an appearance on Saturday. One player we were all praying for when he started hobbling around when he was playing for Norway in international break was Haaland. He got absolutely clattered in the second game, and for about 15-20 minutes was hobbling around. And I saw the tweets, and everyone's like, "Oh my god!" Like all the Man City tweets, "Oh my god, he's injured, shit." He seemed to have shaken that off and actually ended up scoring as well. So that doesn't bode particularly well. But again, clutching at straws. But maybe you might not see a fully fit Erling Haaland. But even Erling Haaland at 85% or 80% is still fucking scary. And in terms of West Ham, maybe a clean bill of health? Maybe. Obviously, we know there was reports during the international break of JWP getting a knock, being sent home from training to say, rest up. We don't need you at the moment because it's international break. He was due to return back on Monday to training. He didn't. Tuesday was a rest day for everyone in the squad who was on international duty. And then on Wednesday, he returned to training. The reason why we know he returned to training, because Sky Sports did a live link with the reporter there at the training ground at Rush Green, mainly focusing on Jesse Lingard, who we've seen in reports that apparently we're paying his hotel room bill, and we're also paying for his transport to and from the state. We're paying for his Ubers as well to and from the Stratford Hotel to Rush Green, which you don't just do for a mate if you're doing a favour in it. So I suspect we'll see Jesse Lingard in a West Ham shirt sooner rather than later, having obviously registered 24 players in the 25-man squad. But the reporter made a point of saying that in terms of the West Ham doubts, the two doubts we have really was Soufal and JWP. Both were at training yesterday. And so we didn't see to the degree of training they were doing, but we were told they were both training. And so we'll find out tomorrow with the David Moyes press conference if there's any additional team news in terms of any of the confirmation of the injuries, if they're recovered or whatnot. We'll find that out on Friday. We know that Alvarez is going to be returning back late today. So he'll be returning back today, I believe, from his international forays with Mexico. And I believe Naif as well is back today because he played on Wednesday. No, he played on Tuesday night. Yeah, so he'll be travelling. So I imagine he's back today as well. So it could be a clean bill of health, which is going to be great for us. But how's Moyes going to fit them all in? He's not gonna. Who's he dropping? Who's he going to drop? I'll talk about my predicted 11s on Saturday morning. So yeah, I'll give you my predicted 11 Saturday morning. I think I've got, but you look at Kudus as well. Kudus has scored like 2 goals. He's been firing all cylinders on some really shitty pitches as well. But that's what we got at the moment. Now the rest of the day, keep an eye. That's why I got hit the bell notification. This one, hit the bell notification. Select all. Lunchtime, we've got Steve McClellan from Esteemed Company, the Man City fan. So we're having a good old chat with him. Looking forward ahead, obviously, to Saturday's game. And then on Saturday, then tonight, 9:00, hopefully, got Mark Wald on. We got Waldy on. Foot in both camps, obviously, playing for both Man City and West Ham. We're going to be talking to Waldy about how he thinks both sides have been getting on at the beginning of the season and West Ham, and talking a bit more about West Ham and what he's up to, and particularly the match day stuff and things like that. So we should have Waldy on for about half an hour on 9:00 tonight. But keep an eye on the channel, and as soon as stuff goes live, as soon as we put stuff up, you'll be made aware. Of it. And then tomorrow, loads of fun stuff tomorrow. We'll have the press conference. We'll have the 11s. Me and Anton are going to go to see the Paolo Di Canio show at Brentwood Centre. So if going on to that, say hello to us. There's about 1,000 people there apparently. So I'm sure there'll be 1 or 2 of you will be there. So we'll be there as well, as long as a load of other people as well. So I'm looking forward to that. And that's it. So thank you for joining us. If you're new in there, say give it a like, give it a comment, give it a share. All that good stuff is much appreciated as always. And also, I'd like to thank all our channel sponsors, and all our channel members as well. Bless you. Hit the join button down there and become part of them. And as always, we'd like to thank you for the our show. So take care, stay safe, stay warm, stay humble, keep the faith, my friends. And I'll see you soon. Ta-da.
You know